Yo, what's going on everyone? And it looks like it's going to be one of those tech reviews once again. It feels like the last few that I've had has been actually helping a few people out to make their decisions when it comes down to purchasing things for their stream and content creation. So today, let's get to another one. So, boom, ba, ba, bum. Today we have the Elgato Greenscreen Mousepad. I gotta say, this is a little bit different for me because I purchased this during a special and I really didn't think too much about it. But now when I thought putting into a content creation kind of space, what I will do with it. And so if this applies to you, maybe you'll just change your mind. Okay, and to just quickly begin with, giving the specification is 950 by 400 by 3mm. So that is also 37.4 by 15.7 by 0.1 inch. Not sure if that's going to help you guys out when it comes down to your measurement, if any of you even bother with measuring your desk space, because I know I don't. But what I will do is quickly just open this one up and show you guys what this is all about, and what you can actually do with it. Okay, and so now that we've got it open, Elgato's product over here, me as a little bit of a head scale right here, maybe about 3 heads or maybe 4 heads for me. All jokes aside, here we go. Let me open this bad boy up.
2 hours later.
In it, okay, it's just a box. Shoo. Wow, okay, this is actually quite big.
Wow.
Let me sit back a little bit to show you guys. This is a big green screen just for your mouse. Like, I can pretty much put whatever I want on it. And so, how do you use this in a content creation space or streaming? Well, let me tell you this. This is all you need to do. Put this underneath whatever your keyboard, your mouse, your controller, your arcade stick is gonna be. You can also put some magic cards onto it if you like, or put some margin on it. And basically, you just use your OBS to green screen that. Easy, right? So, let me show you how I'm gonna do it. You probably see on my side space, I'm just having some little bit of a reorganization. Right here, you see my Steel Series. I love this kind of keyboard. It is absolutely amazing. This Apex, one that I have been using for the last 2 years now, has been with me for quite a while. Now, if I were to just quickly put this on here, oh my god, it's bigger than my desk. It's bigger than the space that I was allocated. I was not prepared. All right, let me move a few more things. Okay. Okay. And so this is probably not the best example of putting things on where they should be, but I will do whatever I can to just whack this on top. Turn on my Elgato light. Totally not sponsored by Elgato, but a quick plug. Make sure to get yourself some Elgato. Alright, so, this is ridiculous. Look how big it is. This is this is my keyboard. Let me move the tripod down a little bit. Like, look at this part. A stick of like room right here. This is really big. This ain't small. Like, if I were to fine tune it, I have to shift this all the way back to make it sit flush. Like, okay, I get it. And so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my OBS and then show you guys how I can get this projected onto my actual screen, I guess. So, without further ado, let me just quickly open up OBS. Okay, so now that we're in OBS, don't get too confused about, because I'm actually opening 2 OBS so I can capture the right side. But this is generally what I have it. I have my preview in my program, and that is actually something that you want to do, right? So this is something that, well, you're not telling you to open up 2 OBS. I mean, like, this is something that you want to do, open up your OBS to make sure everything is all good on the preview before you switch to the program. And so, we're asking, what do we do now? With the green screen already set down, it is now on my desk. I'll tell you what, this is just an ordinary Logitech C930 webcam, and I'm going to show you how this is going to change your streaming life. Now, obviously, USB connected in. I'm just gonna disconnect this. I'll just disconnect this. What I like to do is just go switch to screen, so it's nice and big. Yeah, okay. Hasn't really captured anything just yet. Here we go, should be this one. Now, are you gonna turn it on? Hello? Okay, hasn't really turned on just yet. I wonder why. Here we go. Alright, that's a little bit confusing, it's a little bit too much, so I'm gonna quickly just put it around here. But what I will do is I'm gonna set it up in a high place, so that way it's convenient to always sit on somewhere. All the people who actually use this pretty much knows exactly what I'm going to be doing, or you already kind of get the idea. But the main idea here is pretty much sit it at a place where you will stare down on here, on the general vicinity of your keyboard or mouse or whatever you have. So I'm just gonna leave this here as it is, right? Don't mind me on how like it's a little bit wonky or a little bit not in the actual shape, because this is only sitting on top of what I'm doing here. Okay, so first things first, you want a little bit of bright light, so I am gonna turn on my lights. Second thing is, what do I do about this current situation? Well, the current situation is that you want to apply a green screen. So you just quickly go into your C930. First things first, I think it's in the filters, and then right here on the effect filters, get in a chroma key. Okay, and the chroma key now, you'll see that the green is starting to turn a little bit. Obviously, that's what we want. It's up to you on how you clearly play with it to make sure that this is completely out. And also, you do need a bit of light to play around with it to contrast completely out of it. Now, I don't have my light fully shine on, but let's see if I can get that down. Okay. Okay, I think I'm just gonna hold on to it. So this is a little bit more easier. As you can tell, if I were to really put it into fine line, and I'm gonna quickly turn on the light a little bit more. Okay, and over here the green is completely gone. Right, I'm gonna take this off because this is part of my keyboard. So, alright, I'm gonna turn that off. And now what you essentially have, right, as badly put onto here, is actually a green screen of your keyboard. Now obviously if you do play any game right now, all you will see is actually just this keyboard and your fingers. Right, so for anyone that likes to do this kind of thing, where they like to actually show this kind of things, you know, this is going to work really well for you, right? Because no, it's not black. This is actually completely keyed out. The reason that you're getting a little bit of fuzz around here is because of I'm actually dangling, so my hand is shaking a little bit. I can't really go any more further onto it because I haven't fully set this one up, but that's how it will look for you, right? So you can actually do this. You know, for people who has half keyboard and stuff, you can actually go and put it, and you can adjust it properly. There's also other ways that you can adjust. I wonder how I can actually show you a better example, because I don't really have another tripod here. But say for example, if I were to just crop up, let me try to get this part in. Okay. Okay. So after all that, you'll have to excuse me. Let me just quickly hold on to the Alt button and make sure that I have all of this done correctly. I actually was using the wrong OBS interaction right there. But you want to transform it properly. So let's quickly go to the transform. All we want to do is, when I switch to bounce, we're going to go no bounce. Okay, it's very, very important you do no bounce here, so you can actually extend, you can actually shorten, you can crop exactly where you want to be cropping. This is just an example. And you're probably thinking, why am I doing this? It's like, this is just a glorified hand right here, right? Well, no, it isn't. Because if you were to put any other scene on top, this part will actually be replaced. Alright, so say for example, if I were to just put a picture into it, let's see, let me just add a random picture in. Let's see. I'll add that in. And I'll put that on top. So, as you can tell, this part, you can still see it. It's actually my Gundam scene on the other side, right? This is just a prime example of what you can do in order to just show that, hey, look, my hand is right here. I can do whatever I want, you know, all here. It's just gonna show this keyboard. Now, a lot of people probably seen some streams where, you know, players will have their hand cam or have their mouse cam or whatever, and that's the result of them actually recording from the top. This is just an example. This is not the greatest example to show you because I don't have it fully set up properly, but you know, for the sake of this video, this is just to show you the effects of all this. And this is just with the keyboard here. Okay, it is a little bit dusty because dust is exactly what it is, but you can also do things like, say for example, if you have your Switch remote over here, just make sure that it's not in green or full blue, otherwise you have to play around with the chroma key. Or if you like a little bit of the clearer side, you can definitely play like this as well, so people can be like, oh my god, you can see it. And it's not like one of those just stale kind of images where you actually see the button presses of your controller. And it's the same thing, PS5 controller as well, you know, right here. You just have to make sure you adjust the light. Bam. Right, that's pretty cool. You can also pull arcade sticks, you can pull cards, you can play around with your Rubik's Cube, and you know, obviously Rubik's Cube will fall under the same thing. You have to chroma key, you know, play around with it properly until you get it to a good stage of illumination. If you see to the green side, it's completely clear cube. But yes, like, you know, for arcade sticks, for all the things that you probably don't really think about, can come to life with this kind of play. A lot of good things about this is, look, put it like this. If you ever wanted to really uplift your game because you play a lot of MTG, if you play a lot of fighting games, if you want to just show people how amazing you are, but you don't really want them to see your full desk space and you want to use a green screen, then this is the one. And of course, you know, for all my Mahjong lovers over there, if you do want to do Mahjong streams and stuff, you can actually green screen all of this. Or if you play things like you know, Magic the Gathering, or if you play Pokemon cards, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, if you play things like let's see, Warhammer 40k, you can actually make the background into a playing video, right? You can have any GIF just pretty much looped in the background, and that will actually be insane of a setup for you. You might need to put not just one but multiple ones, which is why I bought two, just in case. I bought two, but yeah, you can actually get this and set up and make sure that you have the correct lighting. As soon as you have the correct lighting, the correct stand with the camera to make sure that you stare down at this properly, you will be able to increase your stream productivity, your stream creativity in a plethora of ways. So that's just something that I found to be extremely fun to play around with. It is huge. By comparison, I didn't think the green screen XL mat was going to be this big for me to muck around with. Now, some people will probably ask, is it going to affect my ability to play with my mouse? I'll tell you what, no, it isn't. Like, this is my mouse right now. I'm just pretty much tagging around with it, it's not affecting it. So for all your FPS lovers, for people who plays a lot of League, a lot of Dota, who has very high DPIs and stuff, this doesn't affect me at all, right? This is just the same kind of material that I'll probably put on anything on top of my Secret Labs desk, and it feels pretty much the same. The surface is actually quite smooth, it's quite nice, yeah, and I have no complaints about it, and that's pretty much it. And so guys, that's pretty much what I have to say in regards to the Elgato Greenscreen mat. Like, I'm actually quite surprised at the quality, at how amazing things are. The Greenscreen mouse mat from Elgato is actually a quite worthy buy. If you have a look onto the back here, they also do have little tiny images here for where the keyboard and the mouse were, completely supports it. So if you had any doubts, you shouldn't be having any doubts as well. The natural rubber base gives it an excellent grip, and pretty much the smooth silk surface for accurate mouse control is going to be the one that wins your heart. It is quite big, it fits my big full keyboard up quite well. It has my mouse, it has my Elgato extra large Stream Deck keys on there as well, and so I still have extra room of revenue to play around with whatever I want. If that's what you want to do and you want to set up one of those stands where you have a camera to capture the top down button, the top down look, what am I talking about, and basically make sure that this is part of your content creation or streaming, as you will, then yeah, absolutely go and get it. They are pretty cheap, so go and check them out from the official Elgato store or the official licensed sellers in your country, and get yourself a deal. So that's going to be it. I'll give this pretty much, yeah, for what it is, this is a 5 out of 5 product. All right, I absolutely guarantee that you won't be having any problem with it. I don't see any fault with it. And my phone, why? Okay, and so that is all you can do with the Elgato Greenscreen mouse mat here. I gotta say, this mouse mat is absolutely an insane product from Elgato. If you are someone who likes to do content creation or streaming and really like to show people what you're doing, showcasing what you are doing on the go, then make sure to absolutely get a stand from Elgato, also to make sure that it complements the setup, so you have a bird eye view going straight down and making sure that you have plenty of light goes through so the chroma key actually works properly. And then on top of it, look, the prime example is this: if you want to play any card games and you want to show what you have on your hand, great. If you want to play Mahjong, amazing. If you want to be doing something like Warhammer, if you want to be doing something like Lego building, some Gundam building, if you want to be putting your arcade stick out there, if you want to be doing something with your controller and you really want to see people to really let them see where your fingers really lie, and how you play it, how dexterous you are, and yeah, that's something that you can do, and that's something that I think that I'm gonna try to incorporate very soon, because I play a lot of fighting games. But yeah, if you guys found this useful, make sure to like, sub, and turn on the notification bell for all future updates from this channel and for more future content as well. That's gonna do it for me. This product in the back of my head is screaming a huge 5 out of 5. I think this is an amazing product to be purchasing, especially given its price. Make sure to check it out from the Elgato shop or their official licensed sellers coming out. And guys, it's gonna be good, right? Lots of size, lots of revenue, lots of things and room for you to muck around with. Don't jib yourself out of something that is going to improve your game. That's going to do it for me. This is MVCK signing off. May you have a lovely day. Peace.